Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and you know what time it is. It's time for the Monday Q&As. So let's get to it. How effective is going low carb for cutting actually? I will make this very brief because I've previously done long videos on this, but I don't think I have any up on this channel, so I'll give the brief overview, then I'll get into more later. According to all available data, any benefits to low carb diets have more to do with their protein intake than lowering carbs. I don't recommend them for athletes. There's no metabolic advantage to doing them. In fact, calorie per calorie carbs are slightly less fattening than fat are, so realistically it's just cutting overall calories. The reason low carb diets work for some people, because they don't work for everybody, is for some people they find fat fairly satiating, so they eat a lot of fat instead of carbs. 2, it reduces food selection dramatically. You have less foods that you're actually allowed to eat, so therefore you're less likely to overeat. 3, you lose a lot of water weight on it, so it convinces you you're losing weight faster than you are. And that pretty much sums up low carb diets. I'm not a fan, I'm not an advocate. The data that's actually looked at it in depth doesn't support the idea that it really helps with fat loss any more than any other type of caloric deficit does. Alright, next question. What's your opinion on Vibram 5-finger toe shoes for squats and deads? I bought some and used them for a lighter squat session. Felt pretty good. Usually I use my Chucks. I used to be big on Chucks. I still think Chucks are good. I love my Vibrams. I have 3 pairs. If you guys look at any of my training clips in my training playlist, I have on Vibrams for my whole training session all the way through. They're actually the only shoes I wear anymore other than to special functions to where I have to wear leather shoes like a wedding or some other formal function. I don't wear anything else. They're actually my preferred shoe. They're extremely comfortable. Although they do get smelly really fast, you're going to have to wash them a lot. Definitely invest in half a dozen or more pairs of toe socks for them. Alright, next question. Would you recommend watching porn in between sets to boost test levels? Alright guys, there's whole fields of psychology that we know that psychological activity boosts testosterone levels. It's a whole field of study actually, and I could write you a whole book on this if you really wanted, but the problem is it doesn't translate to your gains in the real world. Any of these psychological stimulus, and mostly even physiological stimulus that give you boosts in transient testosterone levels will not help you gain a single ounce of muscle over the next year. It doesn't work that way. You need continually elevated levels to see any result. Your post-workout testosterone boost doesn't matter. Your psychologically induced testosterone boost doesn't matter. Unless you're fat deficient, you can't eat enough fat in your diet to boost your testosterone levels enough to see faster muscle gains or faster fat loss. It's a complete waste of time. However, to answer the question, yes, in theory it could boost your testosterone levels for a few minutes, but it's not going to help you. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time in part 2.